Rani Lakshmibai, retold by Nandini Nayar, narrated by Shobha Tharoor Srinivasan.
Rani Lakshmibai. Characters: Rani Lakshmibai, a courageous young widow who fights to retain her Jhansi. Will she succeed in defeating the British and fulfilling her dream of seeing her adopted son Damodar on the throne? Moropant Tambe, Rani Lakshmibai's father. He accompanies his daughter when she moves to Jhansi after her marriage and plays an important role in the stirring events there. Maharaja Gangadhar Rao, Lakshmibai's husband and the ruler of Jhansi. His hopes are pinned on the British government allowing him to retain Jhansi. Will his efforts to gain acceptance for his adopted son Damodar Rao succeed? Damodar Rao. He is the adopted son of Maharaja Gangadhar Rao and Rani Lakshmibai, a witness to the battle his mother fights to retain control of Jhansi. Will he inherit the kingdom? Sir Hugh Rose. After a distinguished record as a soldier and a diplomat, Sir Hugh Rose comes to India in September 1857. His task is to win back the central Indian provinces from the sepoys. Will he succeed or will he fall prey to the Indian weather? Tantya Tope. An important leader during the uprising, his real name is Ramachand Pandurang. He works for Nana Sahib, the adopted son of the last Peshwa. Will his arrival at Jhansi help defeat the British? Rani Lakshmibai. The marriage mandap was beautifully decorated with garlands of flowers. Strings of mango leaves made splashes of dark green that contrasted with the brightness of the flowers. The voice of the priest chanting the mantras mingled with the low murmur of voices as the wedding guests talked among themselves. In the mandap sat the bride and the bridegroom. The year was 1842 and the place Jhansi, about 420 kilometers from Delhi. The bride was young Manikarnika, the daughter of Moropant Tambe of the small principality of Bittur. What lent the occasion the air of being a fairy tale wedding was the fact that the bridegroom was Maharaja Gangadhar Rao of Jhansi. Seated beside the groom, the young Manikarnika stole a look at her future husband. He was a middle-aged man, and Manikarnika thought of what her father, Moropant Tambe, had told her about him. He is the Maharaja of Jhansi, and he is a widower. He has been looking for a good alliance for some time now, and heard about you. Manu, as the girl was lovingly called, had heard several people in the court of the Peshwa ask her Baba, "You say Manu is over 10 years old and not yet married?" Moropant Tambe and his family had earlier lived in Benares, where he had served as an officer in the court of Chimmaji Appa, the younger brother of the last Maratha ruler, Baji Rao II. Manu's mother, Bhagirathi Bai, had passed away when Manu was very young. After Chimmaji Appa's death, Moropant Tambe had moved with Manu to Bittur. Seated with her head bent demurely while the priest chanted verses, Manu thought of her life in Bittur. There had been so much to learn, so much to see and so much to enjoy. She had been a favourite at the court, and Baji Rao himself had affectionately called her Chabili because she was so pretty. Chabili and Manikarnika were the names of her childhood, which she would leave behind when she began her new life. Henceforth, she would be known as Lakshmibai. Manu's early life had been unconventional. She had learned to read and write, something none of her friends could do. None of them had ever sat on a horse either, while Manu was an accomplished horsewoman. But after her marriage, Manu would have to observe Parda, and she wondered how she would get used to such a restricted life. The marriage was to be held in Jhansi, in the bridegroom's house, in
Sample complete. Ready to continue?